And now to our last company, OPtSens. I invite Yariv Bar-Kana, their Chief Medical Officer, to present the company.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you to the organizers. So glaucoma, it's 2024. Many people are still going blind from glaucoma. How can that be? We have good therapeutics, we have good patient education. Why is that happening? So one of the reasons is the way we measure intraocular pressure. And that is reminiscent of how we measured, maybe not me, but others, blood pressure and blood glucose many decades ago. So the patient has to go to the doctor's clinic. The measurement is only by a healthcare professional. The gold standard machine which we're using was invented by Hans Goldmann in 1950 and has remained unchanged. And actually, we're not measuring IOP. We're measuring the force required to indent the eye from the outside. But we're not inside the eye. We're not measuring true intraocular pressure, and the result is ridiculous, low sampling rate and inoptimal accuracy repeatability. What we need is a new way to measure pressure, and it should be easy so the patient can use it herself at home. It should be accurate, inexpensive, and obviously join the digital mania. So what are we offering? A very tiny device, sensor, which is based on what's called the Fabry-Perot principle. This is not new, this is old. So you have two transparent plates. One of them is fixed, one of them is flexible. The flexible one moves in and out according to ambient pressure. When you shine light at this thing, light is reflected back with a wavelength dependent on the distance between the plates. So if the patient is holding a spectrometer outside, which can analyze the wavelength coming into it, then you can measure in this way the intraocular pressure. This is relatively easy to do when you know how the light, at what angle the light is hitting this thing, which you can do with a sleeping animal in the laboratory, or if you fix this to the end of a fiber optic. But if you have an 8-year-old crudely aiming this thing at the eye, then you need a few Kunstpatents, and that's what we are offering. What's the opportunity here? The easiest way we can think about how to get this into the eye would be to make it part of an intraocular lens implanted during cataract surgery. There are a few tens of millions such procedures every year in the world, and many of them have glaucoma. If the patient has already had glaucoma, cataract surgery, then we will have an independent device. Again, what we are offering is not only the opportunity for the patient to measure pressure at home on demand. We are offering a new gold standard for measurement of true intraocular pressure. Of course, everything today is digital and large data. This offers a market on itself. And the external reader, the spectrometer, will be bought by many patients at many clinics. So the plan is to raise money. We haven't secured seed funding yet, but I think I hope we're very close to it. So for a number of years, the engineers have done everything possible with little to no money, which is finish all the simulations and mechanical design. Patents have been filed, and I think that as soon as we secure the seed funding of $1.5 to $2 million, we can manufacture this sensor in about 18 months, as I said, and we can put together a crude first version, homemade version of the external reader. Then we can test this system in the laboratory in animal eyes, and once we have a proof of concept, then further funding should be easy, and we can plan human trials and seek partnership with those large companies making intraocular lenses. We don't really have competition, as strange as it may sound. Implant Data is a German company. It's been around for many years, I think over a decade. They have two generations of sensors, which received CE, but these will never be implanted. They are huge and require extensive surgery. OPtSens is supposed to be making a device. They advertise it as smaller than a grain of rice. These two companies make an active device. So you have onboard electronics and battery, an antenna. They will need maybe the blink energy. Our device is what's called a passive device. It doesn't have any of these. And so no direct competition. And the eye care device, of course, is an external device, not very accurate. It hasn't gained much popularity. Again, no direct competition. The founders, Shai is good at managing. Yoel is a serial entrepreneur and inventor in this electro-optic space. And I'm the clinician seeing these dozens of glaucoma patients every day and lamenting that we don't have better data with which to treat them. The scientific advisory board, we have the dream team of ophthalmologists and engineers. The ophthalmologists say to us, just bring me one, I'll put it in my patients. And the engineers say, we don't see any technological problem. Just who's going to put this into an eye? So I think we're in a good position. Thank you.